We call the observation of thinking the exceptional state because it is not normally done. It also leads to exceptional results. Without this ability, there would be no advancement towards truth in science, mathematics, and philosophy. The pure thinking achieved by entering the realm of concepts is what makes human progress possible.
Surely enough, history has made it very clear that thinking about thinking is a necessary practice for progress. What happens if one takes a step back from all these thoughts and analyzes them for what they really are, ideas, opinions, and perspectives? Perhaps then the result becomes beyond the advancement of the physical and becomes the advancement of thought itself. In any domain there are primary and secondary observers. First-order observers are those who simply observe, whatever the subject may be. Then there are those who observe observers observing, and by doing so a contingency is placed upon the first observation, an uncertainty, the possibility that things could actually be different. Our understanding of concepts dictates our reality. The forces that enable us to learn also serve as barricades that prevent us from truth. Thinking about thinking is to make a refusal. It's the rejection of current paradigms that enables one to think far beyond them, and allows one to pioneer new boundaries of thought.
The method we use to think about thinking is the same method we use to think about an object in the external world. In both cases we use thinking observation. As you recall from topic 3.3, thinking observation is to focus our full attention on an external object in the world. To enter the exceptional state and think about our thinking, we focus our attention on an internal object, our thought, but we never observe our present thinking. We can only do this by directing fresh thinking to our past thoughts. If I wanted to watch my present thinking, I would have to split myself into two persons, one to think and the other to observe this thinking.
It is impossible, and I think everyone would agree with this, it is impossible to mind wander about a completely unrelated topic and understand what it is that you're reading. We all know that you can't carry on two trains of thought simultaneously. Why? Well, the explanation for why we do it, the thing that I want to persuade you today, is the reason we do that is because we don't realize we're doing it. We have lost track of nothing less than the contents of our own thought. And so the basic argument is that we are experientially conscious continuously, but only intermittently do we become meta-aware. Only intermittently do we take stock of the contents of our mind and go, oh my gosh, there we go, there I go again, I was just mind wandering. So the idea is that we intermittently take stock of our minds, check in, and then realize what's going on there, and sometimes are rather surprised about that. So this is the third level, meta-awareness. It's the intermittent process of taking stock of the contents of thought.
It is impossible to observe our present thinking because of the peculiar characteristics of thinking we discussed in topic 3.3. To produce thought, we must direct our full attention on the object of our study and forget the thinking we are producing. This makes the observation of thinking a two-step process. First, our full attention is directed to the object of our study to produce fresh thinking. Then, our full attention is directed to the thinking produced, so we may study that. It is the same two-step process whether I observe my own former thoughts or follow the thought processes of another person, or, as in the example of the billiard balls, assume an imaginary thought process. The study of the philosophy of freedom is a two-step process. First, we immerse ourselves within the text to master the content, eliminating personal preference and emphasis. Then, unexpected meanings emerge, revealing interdependence and symmetries that weave the single thoughts into a whole. There are two things that are incompatible with each other: productive activity and the contemplation of that activity. This is why we must create thinking first before we can contemplate it.